So after looking at some of your work, I realized that we need to go back over arrays. So arrays are just a way that we can group objects to count them easier. Here I have an array, and I want to create a repeated addition sentence for this. Well, I'm going to do it this way because this is how my brain works and it's easy for me. But I'm going to group them by row. So I have one row and I have two rows. Okay? How many circles are in each row? There are 4 circles in this row and 4 circles in that row. Well, my repeated addition sentence is very simple. I am adding these 4 to these 4. So my repeated addition sentence is really 4 plus 4. And we should be able to know 4 plus 4 is 8. If not, I can put these 4 in my head and count on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Another way that we could do this is to do it by column. So I could group these 2 and these 2 and these 2 and these 2. And now I could say that I have 2 in this column, 2 in this column, 2 in this column, and 2 in this column. So if I add all these groups of 2 together, I know 2, 4, 6, 8. So here I have one repeated addition sentence and another repeated addition sentence for the same array. Now, if your number that you got for your repeated addition sentence doesn't match how many circles there are, then you've done something wrong. So for example, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 here and I got 8 here. But I also need you to make sure you're actually counting how many are in each group. So here I'm counting 4 plus 4, and that matches 4 and 4. And here I'm counting 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and that matches this. 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. Okay, let's practice another one. Okay, here's another array. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. So I'm going to start with my rows. Here's one row of 3. Here's another row of 3. Here's another row of 3. Here's another row of 3. And here's another row of 3. So I really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 3. So really for my repeated addition sentence, I'm just adding these together. So we would write 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s, one for each row. And I know 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 plus 3 is 12, and 12 plus 3 is 15. That's one way I could add that, or I could count by 3s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's doing it by rows. Now if we want to do it by columns, we're going to say here's one column of 5, And here's one column of 5. And here's one column of 5. And I'm just going to add those together. 5 plus 5 plus 5. Well, I know how to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. So there are 15 circles. I can also check my work by counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15 in this sentence. I got 15 in that sentence. So here, if we're doing it by columns, I have 3 groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And down here, if we're doing it by rows, I have 5 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So those are 2 ways to do an array. Let's do one more together. Okay, so here's our next array. First, I'm going to look at the rows. Here is one group, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 X's in it. Here's another group, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 X's in it. Here's another group with 4 X's in it. Another group with 4 X's in it. And another group with 4 X's in it. So in order to figure out how many, I could just say 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And this could also be written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 4. We're not really worried about that yet. We really just want to look at the repeated addition, but I wanted to show you what that will look like in the future. So if we add these together, when I'm writing my repeated addition sentence, I want to make sure that I have the correct number of 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 4s. And when I add this together, I know that 4 plus 4 is 8. And 8 plus 4 is 12. And 12 plus 4 is 16. And 16 plus 4 is 20. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 20. Or I could group count 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oops, threw my marker. I meant my eraser. So let's do it by columns now. Here I have one group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's another group of 5. Here's another group of 5. And here's another group of 5. So in this case, I have 4 groups of 5. I have 4 5s. And I can add these together. And for this one's easy because I can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Here, we both have 20s here. They match our numbers of groups. We wanted to fill out our rows and columns. We could say there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So I need to make sure all my numbers are 5s and 4s. 5 rows, 4s in the columns. So that's just a little extra practice on repeated addition if you didn't understand. Make sure that you're using the correct numbers and looking at your arrays first in rows this way and then in columns.